morning students, welcome to Maths online class. Next lesson you are going to study is probability. In this chapter you will study some basics about random experiment, outcomes, events, trials, and you will study one important formula, that is probability of an event, and using that we are calculating probability of certain events in some problems. Okay, and what is a probability? Just read these sentences. It will probably rain today. I think he may be right. Next, most probably he may stand first in the annual examination. Next, chances are high that the prices of diesel will go up. Probably India may win a toss in the match. And when a teacher entered the class, you may think that teacher may check homework today. Like that, in all that sentences, what you have certain uncertainty in your mind, right? When you read like that sentences, you have some doubt in your mind, you have some uncertainty in your mind. That uncertainty, for that uncertainty, we try to give a numerical value, that is by using a probability. And for that we are using this formula. Probability of an event is equal to that we denote in this way. P of E means the probability of an event, that is given by this formula, number of trials in which event E has happened dividing by total number of trials. If I say this formula, then you can't understand anything. So you have to know some basics about random experiment, outcomes, trials and events. Okay, so next we study what is a random experiment, what is a trial, what is a outcome, and what is an event. Okay, thank you. So you know that for uncertainty we give a numerical value, that is by using a probability. So probability means what? A probability is the numerical measurement of uncertainty. Okay, and for that we are using this formula. I already told. Suppose event E is denoted by the letter E, then probability of an event that is denoted by using this symbol P of E, means probability of event E, that is equal to number of trials in which event E has happened dividing by total number of trials. To understand this formula, you have to know some basics. First one, random experiment. Random experiment means what? That is an experiment. That experiment is called a random experiment if it has more than one possible outcome, and it is not possible to predict the outcome in advance. Okay, one experiment is called a random experiment if it has more than one possible outcome, and you cannot predict what outcome you will get in advance. Okay, outcome means what? Outcomes means the results of that random experiment are called outcomes. When you perform a experiment, you will get results, right? That results are called what? Outcomes. We are not using word results here. Instead of using results, we are using the word outcomes in a probability. Okay, and random experiment means that is an experiment in which you have more than one possible outcome, and you cannot say which outcome you may get in advance. Okay, for example, while tossing a coin, you may get a head or tail. Okay, you have two outcomes, you have two results. Okay, which are the two results? Either you may get a head or a tail. When you toss a coin, either you may get a head or a tail. So performing a experiment, which experiment we are performing now? Tossing a coin, that is a now random experiment. Okay, tossing a coin, that is a random experiment, and when you toss a coin, you may get a head or a tail, right? You have more than one outcome here. More than one outcome is there. Two outcomes, head and a tail. And when you toss a coin, you cannot say you will get a head only or you will get a tail only. Like that, you cannot predict in advance So that is a one example for a random experiment. So random experiment means what? That is a experiment and that has a more than one possible outcome, and you cannot predict what outcome you may get in advance. Okay. So such experiments are called a random experiment. Tossing a coin or rolling a die. Rolling a die is a random experiment because while rolling a die you may get a number 1 on top face or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. So in this experiment also, I mean while rolling a die you have more than one outcome, one results, right? 1 2 3 4 5, any number you may get on the top face, right? So you have more than one possible outcome, and you cannot predict which number you may get on the die. Okay. So this is also an example for a random experiment, and these results, I mean these numbers 1 2 3 4 5 6 while rolling a die are called what? Outcomes. Here head and tail, they are called outcomes while tossing a coin. Okay. So H and T, they are outcomes while tossing a coin. Tossing a coin is a random experiment, and results or outcomes you will get in that experiments are H or tail. And while rolling a die is a random experiment, and when you perform that random experiment you may get a result 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. These are called possible results, and these are called outcomes. Okay, in a probability chapter. And next trial. Performance of an experiment is called trial. When you toss a coin, we say one trial is done. If you toss a coin 2 times, then we say that 2 trials done. If you toss a coin 50 times, then number of trials is 50 times 50. Okay. So like that. If you roll a die only once, then we say that one trial is done. If you roll a die 20 times, then number of trials is 20. So like that. So trial means what? Trial means a performance of a random experiment. Then event. Collection of some outcomes of a random experiment is called event. If I take only H, getting head, if I take like this, getting head, then that is called event, because in that collection you have only head. And if you take only tail or getting a tail, then that is one event. So event means what? Event means that is the collection of some outcomes. Okay. In the case of rolling a die, if I take like this, getting a even number, then this is an event. Event is denoted by the letter E or F in the probability concept. Okay. So E means what? That is a event. Now I taken getting even number while rolling a die. That is an example for a event. While rolling a die, we take an event that getting a even number. So in this, which outcomes you have? While rolling a die, you may get like these numbers. In that, which are even numbers? 2, 4, 6. So if we collect that here, 2, 4, 6, that is what? That is the collection of some outcomes of the random experiment rolling a die. So this is called an event. Or you may say that getting an odd number, then in that you will get 1, 3, 1, 3, 5, like that. So collection of some outcomes of a random experiment, that is called an event. Okay. So now you understood what do you mean by event. Event means that is the collection of some outcomes, and trial means that is the performance of a random experiment. When you toss a coin only once, then only one trial is done. If you toss a coin 2 times, then 2 trials done. If you toss a coin 3 times, then 3 trials done. When you toss a coin 10 times, then number of trials is what? 10, like that. Okay. And the next outcomes. Outcomes means that is the collection of results of random experiments. Okay, actually outcomes means that is results of a random experiment, and random experiment means that is a experiment where you have more than one possible outcome and you cannot predict which outcome you will get in advance. Okay, like that experiments are called random experiments. And famous random experiments are in probability chapter are tossing a coin, then rolling a die, then picking one card from a pack of 52 playing cards, like that that are famous random experiments in probability concept. Okay, thank you. Next, I will explain you how to use a probability of an event formula for problems. Okay, so for that I taken some examples. Before that, you have two types of formulas. Two types means you can use a probability of an event in two ways. That is like this: probability of an event is equal to number of trials in which event E has happened dividing by total number of trials. Suppose you performed a random experiment more than one time, then you have trials, you have more than one trial, right? So if you done more than once, then you have many trials there. So then now you have to use this formula. If you performed a random experiment more than once, then use this formula: P of E is equal to number of trials in which event E has happened dividing by total number of trials. Okay, and if you done that random experiment only once, okay, only once, then you use this formula: probability of an event that is given by this one, number of outcomes in which event E has happened dividing by total possible outcomes. There you have number of trials, okay, number of trials in which event E has happened dividing by total number of trials. And here you have number of outcomes dividing by total possible outcomes. When you perform experiment only once, then you use this formula. When you perform experiment more than once, then use this formula. Okay, and now I take one simple example, that is if you toss a coin 50 times, while tossing a 50 coin 50 times, if you get a 20 times head up and 30 times tail up, then how to calculate the probability of getting head? Okay, so now what is event? Event is a probability of getting head. In that, what is in E place? E place you have getting head. So getting head, that is an event now. Okay, what is E? E is a getting head in this experiment, that is tossing a coin 50 times. You got 20 times head and 30 times tail on top face. So then how to calculate a probability of this event, that is probability of getting head? So in how many trials, in how many tosses you have a head? In 20 trials, okay, out of 50 trials, you in 20 trials you have head. Okay, so number of trials in which event E has happened, that is now number of trials in which you got head on the top face of a coin. So in how many trials, in how many tosses you got a head on the top face, that is in 20 trials. Okay, 20 tosses. So here what you have to write number of tosses in which head comes up. Okay, now what is event E? Event E is getting head. So number of trials is now tosses. Okay, trials are now tosses, number of tosses in which event E. What is event E? Getting head, right? In which head comes up dividing by total number of tosses. Okay, so now trials are replaced by tosses. So number of tosses in which head comes up, event E has happened, you have in formula, right? So now event E is getting head. So number of tosses in which head comes up, dividing by total number of trials, means now total number of tosses. How many tosses you done that? So that is equal to, in how many tosses you got head, in 20 tosses, right? So 20 in the numerator, dividing by total number of tosses. Total how many tosses you done? Total 50 tosses. Okay, so dividing by 50, and here 2 answer you will get is 2 by 5 after cancelling 1 0. Okay, so 2 by 5, that is the answer.